very good day from myself, Devon Govender, and welcome to Speed Down Under. This is KZN's premier harness racing selection show, and it's proudly brought to you by Gallop TV. This will be the second show that we're recording for the new year 2025, and we kicked off with a brilliant start. Of course, we are covering the race meeting that takes place at Gloucester Park, as usual, at the headquarters in Western Australia. And joining me on the line is a trainer, driver, as well as driving master, Aldo Kodapasi. He's going to be taking us through his selections and previews. Good day, Aldo. How are you doing?
Going very well, Devon. Thank you. And hopefully everyone has a very happy and prosperous new year over your way.
Yes, we wish everybody, all the viewers, the punters, the racing fans, all the best for the 2025, the new year. And Aldo, just touching on last week's selections, I know you did pick out a few candidates for those best bets, and the jackpot arrived, and although it wasn't a massive payout, a profit is a profit. We kicked off the new year with a brilliant start.
Yeah, no, we'll take it. Win's a win, and as long as everyone finishes in front, then we'll take it as a win. So it was a good way to start the new year. Hopefully we can keep it rolling through.
Yes, hopefully we could keep that rich vein of form rolling here this Friday, the 10th of January at Gloucester Park. We do have a best bet that comes up very early on the card, but we're going to touch on that later because we're going to kick off with the jackpot first, which kicks off in race number 5. Aldo has gone for the 3 selections there, numbers 8, 6 and 3, and we're going to start with number 8, Lavra Joe. Now this horse has been extremely consistent, and Aldo looks very tough to beat here.
Yeah, look, he's definitely the best horse in the race. Probably a little bit unlucky last week. He burnt pretty hard early and just made himself vulnerable for a swooper. But I think I know he's definitely the best horse in the race, and I think he'll probably be driven a little bit more conservatively this week, and I think he should just be too good for them. But I have put a couple of swoopers in there just in case the same scenario happens as last week.
There you go. The first selection is number 8, Lavra Joe, and that last run was an absolute cracker. That is the first selection, but you heard it from Aldo. If there's anything that's going to beat this individual, we've backed it up with numbers 3 and number 6 there. So 8, 6 and 3 in the first leg of the jackpot. Moving on to the second leg of the jackpot, we've got the 5 numbers there. We've gone a little bit wide. It looks like a very even contest, race number 6 on the card. It's over 2,503 meters, and the selections there, numbers 2, 10, 1, 6, 8. So 2, 10, 1, 6 and 8. We'll start with number 2, Aldo. G. Smith ran a cracker in the last start.
Yeah, I think this horse could be close to the leader in this race, and I think he's a horse that excels in front. This is a very hard race to make a selection in. So even the form, the new handicapping system's really levelled up the playing field over here. And very hard race just to pick, hence the amount of numbers that I've picked for it. This is a very even race, and I wouldn't be surprised to see anything win this race.
Well, there you heard it from Aldo. It's a very tricky contest, and if you want to add a few numbers into the second leg of the jackpot, please feel free. We have gone wide there. We've gone with numbers 2, 10, 1, 6 and 8, and the narrow first selection is number 2, G. Smith, and that is one of the outsiders of the field and does represent some good value for the trifectas and quartets if this one does arrive. And of course, we're going to be building up some serious momentum if number 2, G. Smith, can get the job done in race number 6. Moving on to the next leg of the jackpot, gone very light here, just the 2 numbers, numbers 8 and 7. We'll start with number 8, Regal Cheval for Gary Hall Jr.
Yeah, I think this horse will find the front in this race. He's very quick off the arm, and the wide runners at Gloucester Park always get a really good slingshot off the arm. So I think he'll find the front, and I think it'll be very hard to beat once he finds the front. And it's all the horses drawn to his inside are sit and sprint horses, so I don't think anything will be holding him out early. And I think he should be leading and winning. And Franklin Denario is probably a horse could probably just roll up and sit up outside him, and maybe it's a little bit tough for him if he burns hard early and and can sort of be the horse that might get him on the line. But I think Regal Chevelle will just be too quick early and should fly in the front and be too strong at the end.
There you heard it from Aldo. There's a lot of confidence coming through for number 8, Regal Chevelle. Shows plenty of gate speed and could get to the front and lead them a merry down. So if you're looking to go a little bit lighter in race 7, which is the third leg of the jackpot, you could possibly take a chance and banker number 8, Regal Chevelle. Moving on to the last leg of the jackpot, we've just got the 3 numbers there. Numbers 6, 7 and 2. We're going to start with number 6. That is Hillview Bondi for Kyle Symington in the driver's seat, Aldo.
Yeah, it's very strong last week. Won really well last week. Another quite even race, and I've just sort of gone off the form in this race, the form runners in this race, and Hillview Bondi is going very well. He's been racing against some better quality horses, and a little bit of a drop back in class for him. So I think he could probably work his way forward in this race and be too good for them.
Well, the first selection there is Hillview Bondi in the last leg of the jackpot, and we have backed it up with number 7, that is Cordero, as well as number 2, that is Flying Rumor. This one's currently trading at around about $3 in the anti-post market. Does represent a little bit of value there if you want to have a bet on the nose. So just recapping those numbers for the jackpot, it's going to come up on screen. We've got numbers 8, 6 and 3 by numbers 2, 10, 1, 6, 8. By numbers 8 and 7, by numbers 6, 7, 2, and that's going to cost you a total of 90 Rand. Moving on to the best bet, which kicks off in race number 2. Hopefully you can build up the bank there to fire the jackpot a bit later. Aldo has selected number 8, Instigator, in race number 2 as the best bet, and you can tell us more about number 8, Instigator, Aldo.
Yeah, he's a big, strong horse. I think it will just be rolling forward at some stage, and will probably just be happy to sit parked. And like I said, he's a big, strong animal. He'll generally just run them along, keep them all nice and honest all around him. And I think he's probably just going to be a little bit too classy for this field. Yeah, he's going very well, and I definitely think he's looks like a race that he can definitely win this week.
There you heard it from Aldo. Race number 2, the best bet, comes up in the form of number 8, Instigator for Jocelyn Young, who is the trainer driver. Aldo did say this is the class package of the race, currently trading at around about $1.90 in the anti-post market down under. Hopefully you can build up the bank to play that jackpot a little bit later. So we've covered the best bet, we've gone through the jackpot. All that's left for you to do is get involved in the jackpot as well as the best bet. Aldo, thank you so much for your time and contribution. As always, we always appreciate it.
My pleasure, and good punting, everyone, and hopefully we can keep the good luck going.
Thanks to trainer driver Aldo Kodapasi for his input and selections on the race meeting this Friday, the 10th of January at Gloucester Park. And if you're playing this jackpot and best bet, good luck to you.